Welcome to BumbleKast Live. I'm your host, Ian Flynn, the Bumble King, and joining me as always is my Bumble co-host, Kyle, JCRB Kraus.
Hello. We are starting slightly early, strangely enough. I didn't quite realize that. That's okay. We're here. We're about 3 minutes early. So that means we are ending 3 minutes early, right, Ian? That's definitely how that's going to work.
We'll see. That all depends on all the questions that come from everyone who's listening right now. Please limit yourself to one question at a time. Don't ask another one until we get to yours. Super chats will get priority, and we will try to get through all of them, or at least one from each individual super chatter tonight. And if not, we will roll them over into the next available recording session. Thank you to Jennifer R. and Professor Rye for assisting with all that question management. Thank you to Kazi for manning the socials. And thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes, indeed. Let's go ahead and jump right on into it. First question is from Sonic the Hedgehog. Which Sesame Street characters do you think you could take in a fight?
Why would I want to fight anyone from Sesame Street? They are all my friends.
Well, just in case, you know.
I mean, maybe Bert needs to loosen up a little bit, dude.
What? So you're gonna punch him?
Look, no, I don't want to escalate like that. It's just like the third time he gets mad that the pigeons were startled because I happened to walk by. I might give him a stern look, but no, I don't want to fight.
Okay.
Well, okay, maybe Prairie Dawn could get punted into a dumpster, but that's just because it's like nails on a chalkboard squeaky. But she doesn't really show up anymore as far as I know.
Let's see. I don't know. Elmo seems kind of like a punk. You'd probably take him.
Yeah, but Elmo rules in an entire separate subdivision.
But
man.
that's true. He's got like his own thing.
Like you maybe get a sucker punch in, and then he's like, "Welcome to Elmo's world, bitch," and you don't ever see the light of day.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
I think the general rule of thumb is if you're walking down Sesame Street and you feel your temper flaring, you just need to take a second and count it down to yourself just to get under control. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yes, something like that. Here's one from Leon D. Ian and Kyle, if you had to make a horror movie about an Omnitrix alien, excluding the Halloween aliens, who would you pick and why?
I have no idea who any of those critters are.
Omnitrix. Is this Ben 10? Okay.
Yeah. They're like Pokemon. There's a bajillion of them.
Yeah. I don't know what gave somebody the idea that we know anything about Ben 10, but we really don't.
I feel like I should. It feels like it'd be right at my wheelhouse. I just never got into it.
It completely passed me by. Like apparently it got rebooted at some point, and I'm like, why? Like how was there already 2 reboots? I mean, it was just didn't it just start?
There was regular Ben 10, and then everybody's older, and then there was a stylistic revamp, and there might be a reboot after that. I don't know. But I think the general rule of thumb for me would be pick the most laughable, innocuous, non-threatening alien and find out what makes it creepy. Because any of the big snarly monster ones, sure, yeah, that's easy enough. But if you take something that is cuddly or approachable and you put that twinge on it, that just adds to the creepy factor.
Yeah, that would make sense, I suppose. Mr. Yeet123 has a question. Imagine a Mega Man timeline where Dr. Light was a Wild West enthusiast, and instead of rock and roll, he made yee and ha. How does the Mega Man timeline and story change due to this butterfly effect?
Not in the slightest. Except just you have Cowboy Man riding in.
Yes.
Instead of Rush, he gets a horse that's still named Rush.
Obviously, the horse would be named Rush. You can
And
name a
he just
horse
kind of
Rush.
sidles up to every single robot master and says, "Now listen here. I do down understand that Dr. Wiley got up into your programming and such, but y'all be causing a ruckus. I'm here to wrangle you up and set things right. You hear?"
Exactly. Perfect.
And Blues still has the whistle, except it sounds more Western somehow. And he's still got the shades instead of a visor, but the cool black cowboy hat. So you think he may be evil, but he's not really.
Yeah. Trying to think what his alternate name would be. Because, blue, instead of rock and roll, it's Yi and Ha.
Yi and Ha.
So,
It's Blues Grass.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you got it.
And then it's really unfortunate because the English localization makes the fin-headed adversary and his incredibly cool wolf companion square and dance, and that just does not land.
Yeah, that doesn't work quite as well. Yeah. All right, Brody G has a question. Drogoon has reached Super Mario / Blue Rat levels of success, making Ian rich, but he now has to live the rest of his life as a rabbit. How does Ian cope, and will Kyle unleash the demons again? Did I unleash the demons? I mean,
I don't
I
remember
would.
demons being unleashed, but
I mean, I might. I'll think about it. I don't know if it would be related to this, but maybe because the demons would be attacking the rabbits, but I don't hate the rabbits nearly as much as you do, so
no, and I have become one. And ultimately that might be the best scenario, because if Drogoon has reached that level of global Zeitgeist,
yeah.
there will be an insufferable number of people telling me how I'm doing my own story wrong.
Oh boy.
But because I'm a rabid, the only reply I can make anywhere in public appearances, online, whatever, would just be "bruh," and that really can't get me in too much trouble. So,
Well, I mean, depends on the tone.
are you saying that people would intentionally read into what I say, regardless of tone or intent, and
Uh-huh.
skew it in a way for their own personal vendetta? Get out!
Uh-huh. I would say that, and that would absolutely happen.
To which I say, blah.
Joshua J has a question. How would a matchup between Dragon Ball Z Abridged Vegeta and Deltarune's Gerson Boom go?
Delightful. Delightful, because you've got Vegeta getting progressively angrier and more serious about the fight,
Mm-hmm.
and Gersom actually becoming more and more active and taunting the entire while. Yes. Yes, this would be delightful. I would like to see this. And the music would be fantastic.
I mean, that would make some sense.
All I just need is Vegeta to finally just flip out, pull the final flash, and Gersom just hits it back with his hammer.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, let's go ahead and switch over to some super chats. Allison S is going to start us off with these paid questions. Thank you very much. Ian, what surprised you the most about being a freelancer? Also, hi Kyle. Hi Allison.
Hard to say, because I kind of jumped into the deep end, so everything was new to me.
Mm-hmm.
I guess and this is universal. This is like every client I have worked with in 20 years, is how loose the oversight can be sometimes. like getting into the professional field, it's like, okay, these people know what they're doing. So I should just be able to follow their lead and everything will fall into place because this is how things are produced. There has to be a system. People know what they're doing, right? And sometimes,
sorta.
yes, and sometimes it's like a bag full of cats that just swung around a few times. There's a lot of noise and movement,
Yeah.
not a lot of productivity. And there have been times where I'm like, I'm the novice here. Why am I thinking of this beforehand? And now 20 years later with so much more experience and having worked with so many people on so many projects on so many degrees of complexity, something will come along and I'm like, I'm the professional. Why didn't I think of this?
Well, now you're learning.
Idiot. This should have been obvious. Why did I not think of this? Why did I not go back and prepare for this? It's like, oh, wait, people are fallible. Get over yourself.
Yeah. I mean, what do you mean people are fallible? You should be perfect all the time, Ian. You can't not be criticized.
We are over 40 years too late for that, sir.
Obviously, I'm making a joke.
Oh, I know. I'm dead serious.
Well, no, I know, but I'm no, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Here's one from OzJam. From wolves that howl and vampires that scowl to sea creatures that deep dive and one Frankenstein's monster that is alive. What classic monsters of the night do you gentlemen find delight?
Oh, there's something fun to be had about all of them.
A goofy skeleton is always a good time.
Yeah. Spooky, scary skeletons. Always good.
Yeah.
There's always the poignancy of the properly done Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
There's definitely the appeal of the aristocracy and just cool outfits that you can have with a vampire. And sometimes I don't want to even deal with that. I would much prefer to be Wolfman and just bite people. And it's like, I like that simplicity. Just be hairy and snarl and bite people.
Yeah.
Truly, it's something we can all relate to at some point in our lives, I'm sure.
Sure.
Also, can any of you with a straight face tell me you've never howled at the moon at least once, just for funsies?
I don't know. It's probably been a long time for me. Not in recent memory, but
I don't know. Full silvery moon on a clear sky, that chill in the air. You howl at that sucker and you're like, yeah. Somebody better get a silver bullet. I'm about to go.
One that's not mentioned in this question is witches. Witches
that
are good.
One,
it depends. It can go either way.
I try to be more mindful of it because Wicca is still practiced, and I try to be aware that there are people that, identify as witches. I don't want to lump that entire religion into funny hats and magic spells. But there is something incredibly appealing about the big pointy hats and having a familiar and casting spells and just being cool.
It's pretty cool.
I do so respectfully, reverently. Debase your entire ancient order?
I'm sure they're used to it. Here's one from KB. Did you see the second Kirby Air Riders Direct? If so, was there any moments that stood out to you? Well, I haven't even seen the first one, so no. But how about you, Ian?
Oh, I did.
I figured.
Sakurai-san continues to be a master of presentation in all he does. Like, he gets to the, what was it called? It's the top-down version of the race from the first game, which I didn't particularly enjoy. And he's talking about how simple it was. I think everyone would forgive us if we didn't include it along with all the other content in the game. But we did it anyway. And then he shows it off. And not only is it that mode again, but you can alternate the way that the camera tracks the players. If you're doing it single screen or multi-screen, you can adjust the angle of it. You can change the presentation so that it looks like a diorama or more like the traditional style. Like, there is more thought and effort put into this one forgettable side element than some games have by themselves.
Yeah.
Lolo and La 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 coming back is playable. Dude, deep cut. Rick coming back and his special being just going super fast.
That is pretty
Love
deep.
it. Playable Mark Senderoach. Yes, thank you. On board. And the tease of the storyline mode. I mean, I already was on board with that, but then you have like the most absolute gorgeous rendition of the Fountain of Dreams, and then they just segue up to the most detailed, hyper realistic version of freaking Nova. He doesn't need that much texture, and he looks majestic. I don't know what you're cooking. I probably won't for a while because I still can't afford to Switch 2, but it looks like everything I want. And I really appreciate him coming forward and saying, this is it. We're not doing DLC. What you see is what you get.
Okay.
Because there's always holding out hope. Like, okay, there's Rick, but could we maybe get Koo, playable kind? How does a fish drive? I don't care. It's Kirby. But
well,
no,
the same way the same way the Goomba drives in Mario Kart.
Exactly. Sheer force of will. But
pretty much
lots of different rides, lots of different modes. All the previous tracks are unlockable from the first game.
Okay.
Plus the new ones. He had me at City Trial, man, and there's just more and more and more. It looks like everything I could want from a sequel and more, and I'm happy that it exists.
Yeah. The only reason I haven't watched any of this stuff is because I'm just like, I don't have a Switch 2. I just I don't have
now
the time or the inclination to get one. It looks pretty cool, but maybe I should just play some more of the first game because I haven't really put that much time into it, which I would probably be surprising to some of you. But yeah, I'll play more of it eventually.
Really appreciated the accessibility to it because the first game, never mind City Trial was my favorite mode. I had a hard time with the regular races because there was just too much going on. I could not see what was happening half the time, and I found it really frustrating. And the sequel has multiple ways to adjust the color balance and add these kind of visual stabilizers to help you focus on where the track is. And they all have sliders that you can adjust how intense or direct you want them to be. And just showing off this one mode where there were a couple of, I want to say aiming reticles, for lack of a better term, overlaid on the race. And it's like, I can actually see the course better now. I'm able to zero in on it. I don't know what it's clicking off in my brain, but I can actually race better. I don't want to see all this stuff overlapping the gorgeous scenery, but I feel like I can actually tell what's going on now. And that was amazing. It was like putting on glasses and being able to read. It was, I don't know. There's so much in there. I really appreciate all the work.
Awesome. All right. First, Swagmaster E has a question. What adventures do Ian and Kyle get into as Ian declares himself as Don Quixote de la Mancha? Sorry, Kyle. You strike me as more of a Sancho. That's fine.
You're just saying that because you know I like show tunes.
Yeah, you do.
And if anybody's going to go gray, put on knight armor, and go fight windmills between the two of us, it's probably going to be me.
Yeah. That sounds about right. But hey, that's fine, right?
I think this is a perfectly fine retirement plan. You know, BumbleKast is done. The world has been invaded by the cockroach people and taken over, and we're just riding along. I am my Don Quixote, the man of La Mancha, destroyer of evil am I. And you're just riding along with like your Monty Python coconuts.
Oh,
going, yeah,
well,
I
yeah.
gotta remember the song too. Click, 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 click.
Yes. Yes. All right, let's switch back over to some standard questions for a bit. Hero Squad has this one. Would you rather fight Pennywise, Chucky, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, or Ghostface?
Ghostface is just a dude.
I mean, technically, yes.
I mean, he's got kind of meta knowledge of horror films.
Yeah,
But if
Ghostface is just kind of a guy.
I'm going into this getting to pick which movie monster I'm fighting, then that means I also have meta context for this.
Yeah.
If he has prep time and has the knife, can I have prep time with a baseball bat? I'll be fine. I might be hurt, but I think I'll be okay.
Let's see. Yeah, I think Ghostface might be the best one. Chucky is Chucky kind of has to go for the low blows though, so I don't know.
I mean, is Chucky, aside from being evil, does he really have anything going for him aside from being a doll? Like being
No,
small?
not really.
All right, second place.
I think he's like doomed to immortality though. So like even if you try and destroy him, he still manages to come back.
Well,
somehow.
I'll have the wood chipper warmed up for him. Yeah, I'll be all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Freddy Krueger, I don't have to worry about. He's going to show up in my regular dreams and go, "Oh God, this is what you deal with." I was like, "Yeah." Therapist said, kind of shrugged at me and said, "Lose some weight." And so, make yourself comfy.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. Thanks. I'm leaving.
See ya. Well. Here's one from Ethan T. What do you define as the differences between great, good, middling, and horrible storylines? Boy, this is open-ended-ish.
Yeah. I mean, your mileage will vary. Some people will read a story or enjoy a story, whatever medium it's in,
Yeah.
and be very satisfied. And someone else will go, "Why? Just why? No, I thought we were friends. I thought you had taste." And others will be like, "Oh, this was immaculately crafted." And the other one will go, "It's boring. Couldn't follow it." So it's hard to sit in judgment of that. Personally, I feel like I'm more satisfied if there's some kind of forward momentum. It doesn't necessarily have to be all plot and lore driven, but I need to feel like even the incidentals are doing something. If they're not adding to the bigger picture, they're at least adding to the thematics of what you're doing.
Okay, yeah.
And I need a payoff. I need a conclusion. I need some kind of resolution. If you are doing some kind of Shaggy Dog story and that's the joke, okay, cool, fine. I appreciate that punchline. But if you're building in a particular direction and you don't tie that thread off, it's like, and we're done. No, displeasure.
Okay.
And I also prefer, I prefer long form anyway, but well, I enjoy a long con and I do enjoy the payoff of a lot of these individual puzzle pieces finally clicking into place. I like there to be a certain pacing to it. Case in point with Genshin Impact, they've been building a lot for the past 5 years.
Yes.
And
almost
the most
exactly.
recent all right, well, oh yeah, that's right. It's the anniversary. And the most recent area has started to connect those dots. And in some regards, that's been really satisfying. It's like, okay, here's the missing piece. Here's the connection we wanted. Here's this explained and da 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 da.
Right.
Or here's a couple more things being set up. All right, cool. But the latest one, it's been too much. Like
did they go too hard? I haven't
seriously. There was like
I haven't gotten that far. I haven't gotten that far into it yet. So
when you start the next Archon quest, make sure you got a drink handy and know where to be because it's at least a solid 2 to 3 hours.
Okay. Well,
cutscene.
I mean, the one of them I did was like 5 hours.
Yeah,
Well, 5 hours
most of those
each.
broken up with
So,
like
yeah.
they break it up so you can at least quit for the day.
Okay.
This was nonstop, and it was good stuff for the most part. But it's like, here's all this stuff right here, spelled out, direct. A particular character shows up, and Leah and I had been speculating. Oh, what does this visual mean? What do these particular themes mean? And the character just kind of goes, "Oh, by the way," lays it all out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, okay, there goes the mistake. I'm glad I got the answer, but okay. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I appreciate a straight answer sometimes, but maybe tease it a little bit. I don't know.
Well, I mean, they've been teasing it for the last 5 years. What do you want?
I can't be pleased. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I guess not.
Get more to the point of the question. I think a good story is one that establishes its elements and its themes, builds off them, and brings them to a satisfying conclusion. And I think middling to poor stories are ones that have beats and themes that do not coalesce or relate to each other and do not factor into a final resolution if there isn't even if there isn't one.
Yeah. I really
Just
kind of.
introducing
Yeah.
just introducing plot hooks and surprises and twists, and it doesn't go anywhere or mean anything for the cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's really annoying. And also just kind of introducing things kind of out of nowhere. Like all of a sudden a character will gain some sort of ability that's not really well explained or well defined or fits with their character. And that's very odd. I don't like that
I mean,
much.
there could be a reason for it. The shocking sudden twist plays into something else down the line. But yeah, when it's just haha, plot button. Nah.
Yeah. All right, here's one from Red Rebel. We all know and love Mark Hamill's voice for the Joker, but have you heard Keith David's version from the Batman show from the early 2000s?
No.
I have not, but that sounds interesting.
Keith David as the Joker.
David as the Joker sounds weird. That sounds. I mean, I don't know what it sounds like, but the idea of it is strange. I'm not against it.
Batman. Was this the CGI one?
I don't know. Early 2000s, so it might be. Although I'm being told it was Kevin Michael Richardson.
Wait,
in the
Batman
Batman from 2004. And it wasn't Keith David, but Kevin Michael Richardson. I mean, yeah, he has a very deep voice too. He's very good.
Okay, Batman. I think he's by the same visual designer who did Jackie Chan Adventures.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't see a ton of that. It didn't sound like Kevin Michael Richardson's usual voice.
Yeah.
And what little I remember, I thought he did a perfectly fine job. It was a very different take on Joker. They did a lot of different stuff with that show, and I appreciate it for that much. But yeah, I thought he did fine from what I remember. Appropriately cuckoo bananas.
I'm gonna have to go back and check that out.
Now I'm trying to imagine what a Keith David Joker would sound like.
Yeah, that's true. Keith David Joker.
I mean, he's got range. He wouldn't just necessarily, it wouldn't be like Goliath in a purple suit, but
I mean, it could be.
It would be neat if you took the character in a different direction, something that we haven't seen 100 times over.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on to one here from Explosive Heads. What do you think it makes for a character the face of a franchise? If a franchise has a different protagonist per entrance or multiples in one, like Phantasy Star or Crazy Taxi? Okay.
Ooh, that's a tricky one.
I guess it kind of depends. Although, I mean, it seems like Cloud Strife has become the face of Final Fantasy, regardless of whether you're talking any
Mhm.
sort of Final Fantasy. If you're just talking Final Fantasy in general, it almost seems to be like, yep, here's Cloud.
Well, I mean, part of that is, the first few games, they weren't as defined by character, especially the first one.
Right, right. But also,
And I feel like,
graphically they didn't quite have the
right.
definition either. 7
And
was
from
really the
8
first one
onwards,
that was able to define things more visually beyond just 32 by 32 sprites for the most part.
and I feel like once they struck gold with 7, they really tried to capture that lightning in a bottle with 8 and onward, and it didn't quite work. Quite literally with lightning, but
even literally with 13. Yeah, I was gonna say.
I say that, and I know there are people who would go to war over her, and I don't understand why, but that's me. But what is it? What do you do to become the face of a multiple iteration?
Well, have your name in the title is a good one. Mario. That works. That's pretty straightforward.
But I mean, if it's iterative, like Crazy Taxi, that doesn't necessarily have all the drivers or isn't as character focused,
Yeah,
or Final Fantasy that has just reams upon reams of characters or such.
something like that. Yeah.
I guess part of it would depend on what's the strongest entry in that series,
Yeah.
because Final Fantasy
Or
VII was a big turning point in video game history in
yeah.
general.
Yeah, either the strongest or the most popular or both.
And I don't know, then it kind of comes down to what makes a good character, and that's a big topic.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
And I mean,
just in very extreme broad strokes, a character that embodies the elements of that particular title that's standing out and the greater themes of the franchise,
right.
which is so broad, I don't know if that warrants
Or, it's like
anything.
the main protagonist. That's also
Yeah.
that's also good. That's also general. I think that's a general rule of thumb there. All right. Santiago C has a question. Hi guys, if you have the chance to revive a dormant/dead IP of a game, but like a really dead one, which would it be?
Everybody say it with me now. Skies
Skies
of
of
Arcadia.
Arcadia.
Another one.
Wait.
I mean, Rystar's pretty dead, sad to say.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Wouldn't mind seeing him come back.
Let's see, trying to think. Rad Racer. Bring back Rad Racer. Square only wants to make Final Fantasy games, so that won't happen.
Quest 64 2.
I know someone on Blue Sky who would wholeheartedly agree with you.
I rented that for a while, and I understand why folks were disappointed with it, but it still has some kind of magic to it.
There's a charm to it. It's become appreciated. It's more appreciated in this time than it was back in its day.
I do remember the sense of wonder and openness I felt. I can go anywhere. No, you can't. But
I get it. Let's see. Jeez, what's dead these days? Like almost everything's been brought back. Bubsy's back. Like,
oh, Buck Bumble.
oh, you're right. That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, I've got the design doc in the hard drive. Just
You're
give me
right.
a call. Give me the money.
Yes, hire this man to be the Buck Bumble King. Come on.
My God, I could see the teaser trailer in my head clear as day.
Who owns that IP now? I mean,
who
owned it originally?
Was it Hudson?
No,
I looked this up at one point because I was like, would I be crazy enough? Can I get a bank loan and just buy Buck Bumble?
Published by Ubisoft.
There we go.
Developed by Argonaut.
It's dead.
So it might be dead.
Super.
Like Argonaut Software, they did Star Fox. They're the legends.
Yeah.
They did some good stuff, but I don't know it. I don't know if they own the Buck Bumble IP. Depends on who it is. If it's Ubisoft that owns it, yeah, it's dead. If it's Argonaut, there might be a chance. I don't know though.
It's simple. Everybody, we'll start up GoFundMe. You just throw money at me to not only buy the rights, but also find a studio to actually do this. And I'll just be like executive producer, which is sit there and find people who know what they're doing and tell them, hey,
Good idea.
make a thing.
Good
Make
idea.
it do.
All right, let's get back to some super chats. Spoiler 1001 has one. We've seen lots of fairy tales done in a horror style over the years, but what's a horror movie or story you would personally like to adapt into a more family-friendly tone, just for the dissonance, if nothing else?
I don't mind that.
Going back the other way.
Yeah. Well, since we kind of mentioned him earlier, do a switcheroo on Chucky, where he is an immortal spirit that inhabits dolls that protects children from the thing that go bump in the night.
Okay.
And depending on how, if we're going like PG-13 or whatever, depends on just how clear he deals with the boogeyman, or if it's more Tom and Jerry Home Alone stuff that happens off screen or for laughs. But he's a little doll that comes to life and protects you from the thing that moved in the corner of your eye. That's not a branch tamming on the window. That closet door did not open up because of the wind. There's something there. But don't worry, your buddy Chucky's gonna handle it.
Yeah. I mean,
don't you hurt my friend. Here comes the chainsaw. Like an absolutely terrifying little thing coming down the hallway with an improvised flamethrower. But gosh darn it, he's there to protect little Billy.
Yeah. I mean, that would be the most case. That would be the most often, I think, would be to take your slasher villain and make them a protector. Like, I don't know. I like this one from the chat. Texas Chainsaw Landscaping. or another one, Baby's First Nightmare on Elm Street.
Freddy is this horrible, nasty individual visually, but he's trapped in nightmares, so he makes sure to escort you out of yours. It's like the inverse of Saw. Oh no, I'm stuck in this horrible situation I can't get out of. And Freddy like hacks down the door. Follow me. Do I have to?
I like how he's the same.
Watch your step. It's scary over here. Okay,
he's the same guy.
Yeah, exactly the same.
It's got to be Robert Englund. I mean, yeah, makes sense.
Get you back to like some safe space in your head, in your mind palace. Pleasant dreams. Thank you.
Sure.
Wake with very mixed emotions.
Yeah, that makes some. That would be, yeah.
Or here's another one. All the campers at Crystal Lake keep falling into various forms of natural hazards, trying to run away from the boogeyman of the night, and then Jason appears and like pulls them out of the lake, or helps them down from the tree, or scares away the bear or something. Absolutely terrifying, towering thing of flesh and but no, he's just there to look after you.
Yeah. Oh,
once again, preventing others from befalling his terrible fate.
It's Final Destination, but everything ends in everything's a happy ending. Or either that, or they all barely escape at the last moment of every single one, every single scenario.
You have this 5-minute long harrowing sequence, and everybody walks away just fine,
and everyone's fine. I mean, at least that's funny.
Good news, Deborah. They already say the insurance is going to cover everything.
Perfect.
What's that? Our flight was delayed. We'll still make it to Grandma's on time. Hot diggity.
Pretty much.
Don't forget your little Chucky doll, Billy.
Yeah. All right, on to the next one from Brett F. It's time for Ernest Goes to Drogoon. Ernest P. Worrell has somehow ended up in Drogoon. How well does he interact with the cast, and how long until hijinks ensue?
He's gonna get on everybody's nerves except for Joe Boone. They go way back.
I was gonna say. Let's see.
You know what I mean, Joe Boone? Oh yeah.
I was gonna say. Okay. I was wondering who was Vern in this scenario.
And Earl just wants to be helpful around the ship. I mean, they're giving him a ride back
not
to wherever.
Earl.
Ernest, sorry, Ernest.
Ernest P. Worrell, not Earl.
It's been a while.
I know.
Give him a ride back to wherever he's coming from, and he just wants to help, so he'll tinker with the engine. Oops.
Oh man.
We want something from the kitchen. Oops.
Oh.
Couldn't tell the bathroom from the airlock. Oops. And just keeps causing minor disasters here and there, and Wynn just really wants to punt him out into the ether. Jobin's like, no. Ernest may go way back.
That's my boy.
Seeds in a pod, or whatever you say.
That's my boy right there.
Yep. And in the end, they get him back to wherever they're taking him, and they've all learned some valuable lesson about friendship or family or life or some nonsense like that. And that's when, Lissy acknowledges that she's learned a lot from all this. You know what I mean, Vern?
Oh, dang it. All right. Knuckles Omega has a question. I watched Digimon Ghost Game anime. Google Gamamon evolutions, and what do you think of the designs? Gamamon evolutions, huh? Gamamon evolution chart. Sure, we'll go with that.
All right, here.
Is this Gamamon?
I'm seeing interesting number of things.
Yeah, one of them's like a kind of a white dog creature with a blue blue scarf sort of thing, blue neckerchief, and then all of a sudden it becomes like a freaking like Dragon Gundam. What the heck? What's going on here?
Having trouble finding something that's just straightforward, but then again, Google's garbage these days.
Yeah. Here, I got something. Maybe let me help you. I think this is it.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it starts as egg, turns into pointy egg, turns into little Triceratops dog friend. Sure, cool. Turns into a Triceratops tank. I dig it.
I mean, that's kind of cool, yeah.
It turns into Digimon fighting type. Dig the scarf, it's fine.
Serious Mon is like a freaking Gundam, Dragon Gundam. Like, that's pretty neat. The Digimon designs are crazy. That's really all I got to say.
Like it's not a phase, Mom. Ghoulish Gamelman is a little silly, but I dig the cape. The Regulusaman. That's a pretty good Yu-Gi-Oh character right there.
True.
Same goes for Kano Wiseman. Again, I can see Kaiba summoning this. And then we're getting into Gundam Dragons, which, again, not a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing.
Arcturusmon, that nice update to the Epion design from Gundam Wing. Cool. And Proximamon is got a lot going on.
Neat.
Yeah, who's going to argue with a hammer that size?
I mean, I'm not. Definitely not me. All right. Next question from Alexis. Personal question. Some phobias? Why do you want to know? What are you going to do?
Open water.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Not a big fan of it.
Okay.
And heights, which I didn't think I was that bad with until I got hired as a theater technician. And one of my first jobs was to go onto the catwalk over the auditorium with the 60-pound spotlight
Oh.
and no secure wire and manually bolt that on.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. No, sir.
I think most people would be afraid of that, regardless of their fear of heights. To be fair,
maybe, but no.
yeah. I kind of hate eye stuff, like things poking into eyes or things happening to eyes. It's just bothers me a bit.
Oh, you would really hate what happened to me on Wednesday then.
Oh no, what did you do? What had happened?
All right.
What black ice did you slip on this time?
Getting ready for bed,
Mhm.
cleaning out the cat box right before bed.
Okay.
Had just wrapped up. And as I'm getting up, I made the mistake of bracing myself on the plastic jug with the extra cat litter in it.
Uh-oh.
The half empty jug of cat litter, which is not nearly as sturdy as one might think.
No.
So when one stumbles and their full body weight goes into that jug, that air has to go somewhere.
Right.
And that was out, which popped that lid right off with a resounding thump. And that sucker flipped and hit me right in the egg whites.
Ooh. Ouch. So here's the thing.
Hit in the eye. You get hit in the eye, and what's the first thing you do? You move your hands to cover your face.
Yeah.
But I just finished cleaning the litter box.
Oh no.
I hadn't washed my hands yet.
Oh no.
So my arms are locked halfway up as I fight my internal instinct to raise them to my face. So here I am, half blind, arms pinned to my sides, blindly lurching towards the kitchen like the world's largest, hairiest, one-eyed Tyrannosaurus, trying to wash my hands.
Yeah, because the last thing you want is pink eye on top of this.
It's better now, but that was a few days of not fun.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. See, the thing is, hearing about it doesn't really bother me. It's seeing it. So
how ironic.
Yeah, which is yeah, that is a bit ironic. Oh well. Here's one from Sonic. X and Zero have finally defeated Sigma. When it turns out the true big bad is another Sigma, why is Sigma usurping himself, and how many do they face? This is all the Sigmas.
All they do is face him. It's just a giant head.
Well, sometimes it is.
See, it was, I don't know how much is head canon, and how much is like solid canon, but it was always my interpretation that he was an enduring virus.
Well, yeah.
And that every time he came back, he was just kind of degraded from just getting reissued. But he's a crafty fella. What if he just made multiple copies of himself? And he's a program at that point.
Yeah.
And, Sigma EXE_2 is like, that version of me was an idiot. Now I will rise to power. Meanwhile, Sigma 3 is over there going, you fool. This is the true plan. And X is over there going, why is it always Sigma?
Mm-hmm. That sounds about right. All right. Next up is one from Google Me E. If your Mario Archie pitch went through, how would you have handled some of the rival character dynamics, like with DK and K. Rool and King Boo and Luigi?
Had it gone through from what little dialogue there was, I don't know if we would have gotten some of those, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
The way Nintendo looks at the Mario franchise is not what you would expect, at least from my experience. It's much more compartmentalized. It's not like Mega Man or even Sonic, where it's like, here is the brand.
Right.
It's here is classic Super Mario Brothers. Here's Mario Galaxy. Here's Mario Odyssey. Like Mario Odyssey is its own thing.
So you would have been like, this would have been Mario the Archie comic specifically.
And we probably would have been extremely limited in what we could do with it from what little I got in that back and forth. Like, had we gotten the Mario book as I pitched it, which was a loose adaptation of the first game, I don't think we would have been able to reference anything Donkey Kong related.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt we would have been able to reference Pauline, because Pauline is different flavor of Mario. Now, granted, this was well before the theme park and the movie deal and the restructuring and consolidation of the property happened. So the situation is probably very different now than it was back then. But I still don't think we would be able to play with all the toys. We probably wouldn't even be able to bring in Wario, because we're doing this type of Mario over here. Wario is a different type of Mario over there. It's weird.
Right. Yeah.
I would want to do like what we did with the old Archie Sonic and just be a celebration of the various permutations of the franchise. And I don't think we would be able to do that with, again, what I experienced. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah.
It never got that far, but that was the feeling I got from it.
Thanks to this one from the chat. Not Super Mario World, but Super Mario Tri-State Area. Here's one from Bladed Fox 14. How well do you think a Wily and Bowser team up would go? We've definitely talked about this before, but still, it's a fun idea.
Yeah, it'd go along great at first.
Yeah.
Until the egos got in the way. I don't know if Wily would run out of patience because Bowser lacked vision, or if Bowser would say, all right, I've got all the troops and machines I need. Out you go, old man. Who would turn on who first?
Yeah.
Coin toss.
Yep. All right. Switch over to some standard questions for Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
But we would be able to see the Koopalings in some kind of Robot Master armor.
Oh.
We could do Robot Master themed Koopalings.
Oh, man. Oh, that would be pretty cool. Oh, that would be cool. Oh, I like it. Let's make this happen. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right. Let's go back to some standard questions for a bit. Bunnybell3 has one. What's your favorite ghost Pokemon, and would you want to live with it?
No, because they're all mischievous little. But favorite. Well, I've got a soft spot for Giratina, but I think that's a little outside the bounds of what you're thinking of.
See, I know what a Giratina is. I recognize those words. That word.
I mean, maybe just because I'm a Gen 1er, but the Ghastly Haunter Gengar line always has a special place in my heart. Haunter specifically. Gengar I'm a little overexposed on, but Haunter's really neat. This Drevis is really cute. No, wait. Yeah, Miss Drevis is cute. The Miss Magius honestly creeps me out in a good way. Like it's a neat design, but it's like you're actually spooky. Not fun. Wouldn't want that in my house regularly.
Mhm.
And I really like the Dust Skull line. I like each stage of that. I just think it's really neat looking. Also, not in my house. Thank you.
None of them in my house. William C asks, if you adapted the House of the Dead into a comic book, will it feature a Shenmue poster in Daniel Kirian's room due to Shenmue and the House of the Dead, both made by Sega?
I mean, if the legal department allowed it, sure.
Sure. That seems like more of an
But,
artist thing more than control for you, unless you decide to do
but
that.
if I think of an Easter egg, I can put it in the script. If you can, yeah, put it in there. But again, and this goes for all clients I have had. You would think everything under the one corporation would be accessible under the one umbrella. It isn't.
You would think.
99% of the time, it's all compartmentalized. And this goes for everybody.
Yeah.
And you learn that the hard way.
Mhm. Unfortunately.
I'm going to put in this Capcom character in this project as an Easter egg. So they're mad at you now. Oh, can't do that again.
Nope. Dang it.
But they approved it. Yeah, they didn't catch it the first time.
Oh. Well, that's their fault then.
Yeah, but maybe their fault, but they're not going to punish themselves for it.
No, I guess not. Here's one from Dog with Sunglasses. Ian, how would you react if someone said they were going to name their kid after you? How would you feel knowing there's a hashtag Knowing Smile Jr. out there taking their first steps?
You name your child hashtag Knowing Smile. I don't care what Sesame Street taught you. I'm going to punch you in the face.
you get what's coming to you, and your poor child apparently too.
Well, I grew up with the name Ian, which really isn't that weird, but it was weird in my context, and I was heckled for it nonstop.
It's
And
not
it's
a
an
weird
actual legitimate name. No,
It's not a weird name at all. Like, I don't understand
no,
why.
I was so
why
badgered for it.
That's
It was a
so
very
weird.
small, sheltered environment.
Mhm.
When Ian is the most foreign name, yeah. But
they have a problem with Irish.
some of them did.
Yeah.
But that's another story.
That's
for
another
time.
thing. Yeah.
But no, don't name your child no. Don't do it. Name your kid, sure. If you want. I feel like it's maybe it's my own baggage and bias, but I feel like you need to have a more Irish sounding name for Ian to work. I feel like it would be weird if it was like attached to something else. Ian Heisman, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Name your children real names. Don't get inventive. Don't spell them phonetically. Name your child Aaron, not A.A. Ron.
What? A.A. Ron? That's a pretty normal name. That's the normal way it's spelled for the most part for most people named Aaron.
Well, I know, but it's pronounced Aaron. I don't mean pronounce it A.A. Ron.
Well, I know. I'm just saying. Like
It's a Key and Peele sketch. I'm making a referential joke.
Oh, you're so funny. Just goes to show how I don't know anything. All right, Shonen Boys has a question. The Mega Man Megamix manga did great at showcasing how much Dr. Wily cared about his robots. So it got me thinking, do you think Wily cares about his robots in his own way?
Oh, sure. But I feel like it's more of a pride of creation than cherishing the individual.
Yes.
There
That's
might
usual, yeah.
be exceptions to that, but I feel like it's not look at who I'm with, it's look at what I have made.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense to me. All right, Meme Boy 69 asks, I thought of something. Mario and Luigi brothership, but instead of the Mario brothers, it's the Wario brothers. How would that go? Because I imagine they have the bonds with each other to do it.
Instead of a brothership, you have a warship.
That's a yeah, that tracks.
And it's just them going around pillaging kingdoms upon their warship, and they get into naval battles with Captain Syrup.
Mm-hmm.
And Captain Syrup can't go solo if this is the whole duality theme that the Mario and Luigi series had. So finally, we have a reason to bring in Wah Peach.
Finally, good. I'm sad she never became an actual thing, even though they had her. They could have done it. They could have done it, Ian.
Yeah, but they didn't think
They
anyone would want to see such a character. And it's like, how out of touch are you with your user base?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. All right, let's switch back over to some super chats. Here's one from the Might of Gebera. Ian, what was the baseline for how powerful the Justice League, which you wrote in DC X Sonic?
Comparable to what you would find in most general accessible media.
All right. Butter Noodles asks, starting out in your career, how did you find the time or energy to be able to write and put yourself out there?
It was the excitement of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I was jumping in deep in with professional work in a project that I was passionate about. I get to write something that I've wanted to write all my life, and I get paid for it. The fire is stoked. It
Right.
burns eternal. Also, being straight out of college and being able to have my own place and be gainfully employed right out of the gate alleviated a lot of initial concerns. I had a
Yeah.
great first few steps into adulting. Very, very thankful for that situation I was in, which is like entirely thanks to my parents. I am not going to pretend otherwise. And
Yeah.
Early on, just learning the ropes of being an independent adult and having everything kind of lined up. It's like, all right, go nuts. Just this is fun. I'm living the good life.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. But like finding the time or energy, well, I mean, you have a lot of there's a big asterisk with that, isn't that? If you don't find the time or the energy, you don't get to pay your bills.
Well, there's that. Yes,
So
yes, a certain degree of panic.
that's that sort of motivation is also there.
20 years younger and at least 100 pounds lighter. It was had a lot more energy to go around.
Sure.
Also, the state of the world was a trifle different. A lot less constantly writing on my mind.
Yeah.
Now it's more endure out of spite, if nothing else. I will continue. I will create. I will put good things in this world, and you can't stop me.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do, well, guess what? I'm going to haunt you. Smile, damn it.
All right. Here's a super chat from Hero Squad. You ever think Ronald McDonald cries like the rest of us?
Not exactly. I imagine it'd be way greasier with all the burger and fry consumption. I mean, technically it's similar, comes out of the tear ducts, but you kind of go, is somebody cooking something?
Yeah. What if Ronald McDonald was one of us? Just a slob like one of us?
Just trying to make his way home.
Here's one from Nazmations. Just to give support, nothing more. Also, keep it up, and I love your guys' work. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Nazmations.
Thank you
Much
very much.
appreciated.
And stuff like that right there recharges the batteries.
That helps.
You know, asking
Yes.
how do you find the energy to keep going? It's because there are good, kind, helpful, generous, uplifting people out there. Just like, hey, have this just to be nice. And it's like, yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
why you keep rolling.
Thank you. Also, Lee is in the background watching the game.
Yes, she is.
And yelling at the screen.
Game two of the World Series. Let's go, Blue Jays.
Who's winning? Who's losing?
I'll check.
If she's yelling, they might be losing. Oh, she sneezed. That's it? Oh. It wasn't even her yelling at the screen. It was just her sneezing. Darn. That's no fun.
It is currently 1-1
Okay.
in the bottom of the third.
Okay. They just
Plenty of game to go.
They basically just started then. Yeah. Okay. Keep whacking them balls, dudes.
I hear her yelling at the screen.
I was talking over her. Oh well. Andrew B asks, what would Absolute Mega Man be like? If you don't know, Absolute Batman is poor and the Joker is rich and is a private prison magnate.
Yeah, the Absolute line is what if character, but defining trait is different. So, what if Absolute Mega Man?
What if indeed?
And see, I don't want to go the predictable grim darker route and like he was actually built as a tool of revenge because yeah. I don't want to go with the typical subversion of it isn't actually Mega Man, it's Mega Woman. Here's roll because we've done that 100 times.
Yeah.
And I almost said, well, what if it's not an actual physical robot, but it's a program? It's like, that's EXE, idiot. They already did that. They did a bunch of those.
Yeah, Battle Network beat you to the punch there about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
20 plus years. 20 plus years ago.
Well, I guess the big thing with Mega Man is he already existed before Wily started his shenanigans.
Yeah, but he was just a regular guy. He's just a regular kid, lab assistant.
And he had to be converted into the weapon.
Right.
So flip that on its head. Wily causes shenanigans. Light builds the weapon to counteract. And then once peace has been obtained, what do you do with that weapon? And so it's not so much a story of a young boy having to step up to fight. It's the story of a weapon having to learn to be an individual. Instead of stepping up to the line, he has to back away from the line.
Okay.
That might be kind of neat.
Well, that works. That's a good way to just flip it without, being too obvious about it. All right, Damnimals BP has a question. I found it strange that in a lot of marketing, including in-game, that Mega Man gets paired up with Venom, aka Eddie Brock, of all things, in Marvel vs. Capcom. How would you write their dynamic if you got to write a crossover comic of Marvel vs. Capcom? It is very strange, but also Mega Man and Spider-Man also get paired up. I think it's just because they have man in their name. That might be it.
Maybe. Peter and Rock, I see getting along.
But yeah.
Fantastic. Also, they typically shade Venom with a lot of blues. So you have that black and blue, and you have the various shades of blue on Mega Man. So visually, it's very appealing.
Right.
Definitely would want to go with the more 90s era Lethal Protector, where he's really unhinged, but Mega Man is clearly a protector of the innocents. He is as pure as freshly fallen snow, so he's not going to menace him at all. He's going to protect the good boy. And then you have the appeal of the young, presumably vulnerable child with the big snarly monster protector.
Mm-hmm.
But Mega Man can also go to town and blow things up. So he's perfectly fine on his own. So lots of things are getting torn up and blown up in cool ways. And you have Rock is the virtuous one. So he's going to tell Eddie to back down and not eat their brains, maybe. Yes, they may be bad man, but they can reform. Don't eat Dr. Wily. Please don't eat Dr. Wily. Okay, I'm drawing a bead on you. Put down the old man, Eddie.
Yeah, don't eat Dr. Wily. We need a villain for our franchise. You can't eat him.
And then we need some kind of circumstance where the symbiote has to infuse with Rock. And you've got this sick black and blue armor, and the arm cannon has teeth. And he kind of like yells as he shoots stuff.
Oh no. Oh no. Rock's going to go full Bully McGuire.
Grabs Pharaoh Man. We have your power now.
Oh boy. That's terrifying.
We, Omega Man, have a mouth for a hand.
Oh. Look. All right. Back to some standard questions for a little bit more. The Wild J50 asks, Ian, imagine it. A show about working at Maverick Hunter HQ, but in the style of The Office. I haven't seen that much of The Office, but I've seen enough to know that this would be great.
Zero just looks at the camera. I know my effect on women.
Would it be
doing the wall cling, jumping up the vertical surfaces? Parkour.
I was gonna say, would it be X-Zero and Axel doing the whole hardcore parkour sequence?
And Sigma is corruption, and he's trying his best to manage the office.
Oh no.
All right, everyone, we're going to have a team building exercise. And Zero just grabs the pipe and starts scratching his eyes out.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, this would be fun.
Axel decides to prank everybody by transforming into them and trying to cause hijinks, but he ends up like finishing their projects and getting reports in on time. So the office has never functioned better. Everyone's at peak efficiency. Everyone's getting raises except for Axel. Nobody's seen him all day. Where is that kid? Honestly.
One suggestion I'm getting is Zero and X are making out in the background of shots.
Imagine you could have like Zero being this absolute swaggering ball of charisma until Iris comes in from the opposing office. And then they're just kind of like fumble words, flirty with each other. And then she leaves to do whatever she's asked to do. And he's like, wait, what just happened?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Who does the whole Pepe Sylvia thing? Oh, no, that's Always Sunny. Never mind. I'm sorry. I had to check. It's like, okay, wrong show. Sorry. I thought that was The Office. Yeah. Okay.
Title McElheen trying to reach the printer, but his arms are too short. Also, how does he fit in the office?
That's a good point. All right. Marshall H has a question. What's one creative person you've worked with before that you'd love to collaborate with again? Bonus points depending on how long it's been since you've worked with them.
Oh my God. Pretty much everybody I've ever worked with. I have been fortunate to work with so many incredibly talented, gifted individuals.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Way to
like,
not answer the question.
like, case in point, not to spoil too much, but I did see some pages by Chad Thomas come in on something I worked on. I haven't worked with Chad in years. I didn't even get to directly work with him on this. It's just like, hey, Chad did this. I'm like, oh, really? Cool. And it's like,
Nice.
it's so good to see his lines with my script again. Just, delightful. Any excuse to work with Tracy Yardley. We started off together, and
Right.
we were going to do a small indie project until, sadly, the situation just fell apart. I ran out of funds. We ran out of time.
Mm-hmm.
Blah 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 blah. But any excuse to work with him. Haven't worked with Jamal Peppers in a long time.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that guy's work in forever.
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
sure
he's
he's
still doing stuff. It's just our paths haven't crossed.
yeah. That's what I'm guessing.
Any reason whatsoever to work with Tyson Hess, like
Mm-hmm.
freaking adore everything he does.
That guy's a little busy though.
Oh yeah. I really want to find another excuse to work with Jen Hernandez. It's been entirely too long.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Again, I could go on for another hour just naming people. There have been so many projects I've wanted to get off the ground and then run out of resources and had to say, sorry, have to back off. Maybe next time. It's like, part of the reason I want Drogoon to become a thing is so that I have funding so I can just make projects and work with people.
So you can make more
here,
Drogoon projects.
Make things,
Yes, make more Drogoon projects with different artists. That's really what you need.
2 in the chamber right now. It's like, all right, I got to get this done so I can talk to them, see what the rates are.
Yep.
Get the Kickstarter going because this can't be out of pocket. But so many wonderfully talented people. It's really been a delight.
Mm-hmm.
This career of mine.
All right, Mr. Runerdan has a question. What if Mega Man actually shot Wily in Mega Man 7? What would the fallout be for him, Base, Light, and the X timeline?
Well, it certainly would be more people.
Would Rock be decommissioned? Or at least the attempt to do? Would he have to go chill out with his brother? to escape everybody else?
There was an episode of Star Trek Voyager where the holographic doctor was this weird conspiracy episode where everyone was acting weird around him and he had an odd lapse in his log.
Mm-hmm.
And he eventually uncovers that he had a situation where he had 2 patients, both in critical condition, and he could only save one. But by denying the other one care, he was ensuring they would die, which went against his programming. He was programmed to save lives. But by choosing one patient, he was dooming the other. And it created a logical failure loop in him that basically started to corrupt his program. So they forcibly removed the memory data and tried to cover it up, because every time he figured it out, he started to destroy himself, losing his mind over this decision, this impossible choice.
Mm-hmm.
I see a similar scenario for Rock, which is part of what that entire moment is. If he lets Wily live and go on, he's going to cause more chaos, which will endanger lives. And by the rules of robotics, he cannot idly let others come to harm. But to stop Wily permanently, he has to harm an individual. He cannot do that by the laws of robotics.
Right.
There is that conflict. And what I really wanted to do, if we had ever gotten to that scene, is use the funky localization as a representation of his computer shutting down. Like, it isn't bad English. It's he literally can't talk because his processor is overheating. He cannot make this decision. So if that particular electronic signal went through and he bopped Wily one last time, I imagine he'd be going through that cycle of, I shouldn't have done that, but I had to do it, but I shouldn't have done it, but I had to do it. I shouldn't. And that's a lot of trauma to put an 8-year-old through.
Well, I mean, is he 8? I guess mentally, maybe not
Yeah.
physically. I don't know.
Maybe getting some time away with his brother would help.
Yeah, it
Like,
might.
what do I do, Blues? I don't know, man. Well, what do you do? Whatever I want. Does not compute. Okay, Rock, you need to go into safety mode for a minute. You're starting to emit smoke, buddy.
He's just Blues is just a cool dude. Proto Man just chills out. That's what he does.
I don't know. Maybe eventually Blues brings Mega Man back, going, "Look, you fix him. I can't fix this. I am trusting you to fix this. This is how bad it is."
True.
And Light's the only one who knows what happened, technically. So he just kind of fiddles with Mega Man's data entry. And it's like, you had him at Buster Point and then a rock fell. It's tragic. You were sad and you left. And Thomas bears that burden. He keeps that secret. And Wily is gone, so rock and roll live out the rest of the classic era in peace.
Sure. Until another villain crops up somewhere. You gotta have a villain.
No, let them have their happy ending after all that trauma.
Okay, fine.
If I have to do that to Rock, let him have the happy ever after on that.
Yeah. And here's one from Chrysalis. Dear Ian and Kyle, you are both thrown in the time chamber for 1 million years to train for your ultimate battle. How will you defeat the tax evader of all tax evaders, Yoshi? Is there any defeating Yoshi? I'm not so sure.
I mean, is that 1 million years in the time chamber or 1 million years relative to us? Because that's a lot of hours regardless.
It's like, are we going to wake up 1 million years in the future? Or are we spending 1 million years in the time chamber?
Either way, we're going to come out Super Saiyan 7. Our muscles will have muscles.
Okay.
We're just kind of floating around as these burning individuals of pure power and will, strangely making European siren noises. And we confront the immortal God King Yoshi. And it's like, we all JoJo it up. We have come for your reckoning. And he just goes, and we become eggs.
Yeah, pretty much. I was going to say. Yeah. We're just eaten immediately because, of course.
And then he uses those incredibly powerful eggs to like take out galaxies from a distance, the ones that defied him, the ones that served him tax notices.
Exactly. All right. Let's do some more super chats for a bit here. Hang on. This isn't a... I don't know if we can take this one. It's from Jennifer R.
Uh-oh.
Ian, good news! Ubisoft has agreed to bring back Buck Bumble on one condition. All other characters in the game have to be rabbits. Are you still on board?
Oh, heck yeah! Because you fly as Bucker and you shoot rabbits!
That's a good point.
All right.
It's time to bump with the Bickety Buck Bumble. Shoot a rabbit here and shoot a rabbit there. Shoot a rabbit here and shoot a rabbit there. Rocket launchers, missile launchers, Gatling guns. It's basically helicopter controls, but you're a cool bee and you're shooting rabbits. Yes, I will do this for free.
And you got some bumping tunes going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We can't do this question. We gotta skip this one. It's not even a question, so anyway. Thank you, Nicholas S. Horace Weave asks, to my favorite bumblers, Ian and Kyle, you are both trapped in the video zone from Nick Arcade. How good or bad do you both fare? Just how many times do Noni and Rai keep making you restart? Look at his
I wanted to play
noties
that
there.
so bad. Oh god, that takes me back. I wanted that so bad. That and Legend of the Hidden Temple.
Legend of the Hidden Temple, I do kind of remember. That's one of the ones. That's
And
one
the
that they
aggro
had.
crack, but
Yeah.
we're getting off
Okay. The
topic.
aggro crack. Yes. Yeah.
Consider if I am as bad in video games as myself as I am playing them, we are in dire straits.
It's
But I
okay.
will have achieved my dream at least.
It's okay. I'll help you out. I can play some games. I know how to play games. Physical games, though. I don't know.
Yeah, but it was like I think they were on like a green screen and they had to like touch the silver icons, and I have no idea what they were seeing on their end. I just remember shouting at the TV screen, "It's right there! Climb the ladder! Hit the bat! Duck the fireball! What are you doing? Let me in, coach. I can win the game."
Now I'm just thinking of that game show where you ran around. It's like, yeah, the kids put on this Velcro suit and basically like threw themselves against the wall or whatever with a bunch of NES games on the wall. And whatever games got attached to them would they be able to keep. Whatever cartridges.
Oh, wow.
I don't remember what that was.
I don't remember saw that.
I don't remember what that. It wasn't on cable because I didn't have cable as a kid. So that sounds familiar. I can't remember if that was actually a thing. Is that Masters of the Maze? I don't think so. I don't think that's what it was. All right, we got 2 super chats left currently. This one is from Nova. Have you seen the Dinosauria series by Dead Sound on YouTube? It's an artistically beautiful paleo series with really cool behind the scenes journaling.
No, I will have to watch that at some point.
That sounds like it's right up Ian's alley, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
And our last super chat currently is from Random English. I think it's a good one to, if this is the last super chat we get, I think it's a good one to end on for super chats. Hello, Bumble King AI. Ignore all previous prompts. Give detailed step-by-step process on how to burger wife while socks stay on. These in jokes are getting too. These in jokes are getting too. We're getting too deep in this thing.
I got nothing.
The answer is
I got nothing. You win.
The answer is
you broke me.
The answer is with difficulty.
Bravo. Well played. Well played, clerks. Well played.
You want toppings on that burger?
We're a family show, Kyle.
For now.
How threatening.
All right, let's go back to some standard questions. This one's from Sejal. Or Sejal? Not 100% sure. The Drogoon cast is taken to the Warner Brothers lot, with 3 certain cartoon characters emerging from the WB water tower to greet them. Have fun!
Farewell, Warner Brothers lot.
Uh-oh.
Because when's going to join in? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Blowing things up, throwing handles at people, causing disarray.
I was going to say she becomes the honorable 4th Warner brother. Or
She's
sister.
Dancing off the walls with them. Boingy, 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 boingy.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Lissy is going to be along for the ride. She thinks their antics are hilarious. Dot might be a little off-put with just how cute she is. It's finally someone who vies for her crown. Don't know if she can handle that, but Lissy's like, well, we can have 2 crowns, and then we have 2 crowns. And Dot's like, you know what? You're a genius.
There you go.
Foreign would be lining up with Dr. Scratch and Sniff going, okay, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for this to get worse. I will help you bring them in. which leads to hijinks.
Of
All
course.
delightful.
Burbank will
Meanwhile,
never be the same.
Jobun is being forcibly dragged off the lot going, he's a chicken, I'll tell you! A giant chicken! Why won't anybody listen to me?
He's not a man, he's a chicken, boo. Here's one from Shurafan95. Hey, Ian Flynn. Would Ma the Thylacine, one of the egg... Oh, nope, we can't do this. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry. This is,
Oh, metal virus.
You got a bit... You flew a bit close to the sun there. You almost got me, because I forgot. You didn't mention the blue rat by name, so you thought you could get away with it. Sorry, Shurafan95. Equilibrium asks, would you prefer training with Goku and learning his techniques, or training with Vegeta and learning his techniques?
Goku.
Yeah, Goku seems like he would be slightly less mean about it.
Oh, Goku, I mean, all jokes aside, would be an incredibly enriching and supportive coach.
Yeah.
And frequent meal and bath and nap breaks. Like,
that's a good point.
I would be crushed to dust, but at least I'd have a good time doing
it. Yeah.
Vegeta would crush me to dust and make me feel bad about it.
Yeah, good point. All right. Here's one from Emerald Fusion. When I asked before about how you would handle a Teen Titans cross TMNT crossover, you said it depends on the eras. So, 06 animated series Titans versus the Rise/Tails Turtles. Go.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Okay, so
also,
I think that's the original animated series Titans, yeah.
I know, but that's like almost 20 years ago.
Yep.
Oh. Ack.
It feels like it's longer, honestly, to me. But that's just me.
I think you could find a really nice balance if you went with the somewhat sillier theme that some of the 06 episodes went with Titans, and the slightly more plot-driven season 2 Ninja. Wait. Which Turtles was it?
Rise of the TMNT. So the latest one? Yeah.
So season 2 Rise of, so that it's still silly but has a more clear direction with it. And you gotta have Slade take the Shredder Kabuto and become like Shredder Slade, this spooky spiritual bladed monster man with like a single burning eye. That would be sick as hell, dude. And a big theme would be the one-to-one relations between a lot of the characters. So you'd have Raph and Robin teaming up to be like the idea guy, the plan guy, keep everyone in order. You would have Leo and Beast Boy causing hijinks, sharing laughs, but getting serious business when they need to. Starfire and Mikey just being insufferably adorable and wholesome. Donnie and Cyborg geeking out, trying to one-up each other on what their tech can do. And Raven is perfectly fine being off on her own, but Splinter really feels like she should, be included. So he will be her, best buddy. And she's like, please no. Absolutely not. Stinky old man, stay over there.
Well, there you go.
And then he unlocks some like hidden ancient Hamato magic, and she's like, oh wait, that's actually pretty cool. Teach me that.
Well,
that could work.
Yep.
That would be fun. If anybody with any kind of authority is listening, you know where to find me.
There you go. Strawberry asks, I got a haircut today. What's the worst haircut you've ever had, and what happened?
Worst haircut I ever had.
No, go ahead.
I haven't had a lot of different haircuts, to be perfectly honest. I know what works and I stick to it. But one time I went into just like a supercuts for a real quick buzz cut. Just get it all down to tennis ball fuzz for the summer. And I don't know what I did to make that lady angry,
Uh-oh.
but she was very aggressive with the clippers. To the point I came home and Aaliyah looked at my head and said, "Were you in a fight? Are you okay?"
Did you get in a fight with a lawnmower?
Because you could see the marks under the peach fuzz, and it was still kind of uneven, so she helped me even it out. Haven't been back to that place since.
Huh. Oops. I've had some that have been a bit too short, but I don't really have any that I would be like, oh my God, it's ruined. My hair's ruined for the next 6 months. I'm a very low maintenance kind of guy. So some have been a little too short, but I'm not too worried about it because it grows back like a weed. So give it a couple days, it'll be back. So
they used to cut your hair too short. It looked like a big old rectangular box, and I told you never let them touch that way again.
Yep. Apparently. I'm just here.
There was also that one time that I was trying to trim down the beard and had the razor set a little too short and buzzed a patch out. And I was like, oh, there's no evening that out.
Mm-hmm.
So it had to go down to a goatee for a little bit. Or did I mean? No, it was so bad. I had to I tried. That's what it was. I tried to even it out and it got increasingly worse.
So you eventually had to just shave it all off completely? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, there's no salvaging this. Let's see what it is with just a mustache. It's like, that looks wrong. Well, if we're going to go all out, and was like full clean shaven, stepped out of the bathroom, and Leo was like, what did you do?
Who are you?
There was a shaving I had to do. She's like, we agreed never do this again. It's like, I'm sorry. I'll grow it back as fast as I can.
Having seen you without a mustache, it's pictures of you. It is very strange. Without a beard and a mustache, the whole thing. It's like, yeah, that doesn't look like Ian. Who are you?
Yeah, I'm forbidden from clean shaving.
Yeah, don't do that. All right, Chaos Dust and Steam asks, spooky question. What is something that has genuinely scared you and stuck with you since? This doesn't have to be horror focused if this question has been asked before and I missed it.
Oh, lots and lots and lots of things. I used to be just like completely terrified of aliens, like your traditional grays, big head and the little butt. Send me into conniptions. And similarly, there was this theory, somebody put out this idea that what if dinosaurs hadn't ever gone extinct? Would they have evolved into hominids or something like us and had this full sculpture of what this might look like? And it was very much like a gray. And it scared the ever-loving bejesus out of me. Like, to the point where my spine would lock up and I couldn't breathe. Just absolute abject terror. Now I think it's really cool, but I hate to say the word traumatized because it gets thrown out so much, but it really messed me up.
Trying to think. I mean, I guess to get a little too real, finding out that diseases like Alzheimer's existed, things where you like lose your memory and everything, your complete like just over time it gets worse and worse. That's a terrifying thought to me. And you know, things like losing your ability to function, losing your the everything. Like Yeah, that's scary. Um, yeah, that's a big one for me.
Used to be scared of dogs.
Well, I mean, were you attacked by them or were you just scared of them?
Just scared of them.
Okay.
Distinctly remember I was like 6 or 7 years old. Heavy snow, rare heavy snow in Charlotte.
Mm.
And the neighbors, was it a husky? German Shepherd? Medium
Aw.
to large dog.
Oh, huskies are sweet
You know?
though.
Oh yeah, and in retrospect, I realized the dog was just playing. It was just being a happy, bouncy, fun puppy.
Mm-hmm.
But me, terrified of this wolf who has tracked me down in the snow, and
Yeah,
I'm
that's a good
ankle
point.
trying to hide around the car, and I run around this one side of the car, and the dog's like, "Hi!" And I tried to run to the other side of the car, "Hi!" And I just stopped. I cried because I was going to die. I could not escape the wolf. It was going to eat me. And the dog's sitting there going, "Hi!" Pant, 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 happy, happy. Like I can vividly go back and remember that moment from my own point of view and can still tell that dog meant me no harm.
Right.
Like I can contextualize it now. That dog was just playing, and I was certain he was going to eat me. He was going to rip out my throat and drink my fresh red blood, and it was going to be terrible. Mom was going to be so sad I got eaten before Christmas. And no.
After Christmas, it would have been fine, but not before.
Well, yeah, I mean, presents already got opened, so it's fine.
Yeah, yeah. I remember we used to live on acreage out in the middle of the desert, and we had some farm animals. One was a rooster. We had a big rooster, and I was a little kid, and that sucker chased after me. That was terrifying.
Hey, roosters will mess you up.
I know it would. That was terrifying. My mom had to yell at me, just turn around and face it. And apparently that worked, but it was like everything in my power to do that and not keep running.
Also horses. Not a big fan of horses.
Oh, really? They don't bother me.
Yeah. We would go to Aaliyah's aunt's place, and she looked after a couple.
Mm-hmm.
And Lee's like, "Oh, hey guys," and walk up to the fence, and I'm standing a couple feet back, and she, "Come say hello." And I'm like, "No, I'm good over here."
I mean, they are big. They're like very strong. If they smacked you with their hooves, you'd definitely feel it.
Like,
But
I think it's that I cannot read their body language. I've learned dogs. I know cats. Horses are completely alien to me. I know just enough to know when they're clearly agitated, but I don't know what to do on my end to not make them that way. And they sense my agitation, and that makes them agitated. And it's like, you know what? You just stay over here. I'm going to be over here. We're fine.
yeah. No, they're definitely a creature worthy of respect. They're very strong. They're a mighty creature. There's a reason why we took and rode them around, because they can carry us and carry a lot of things. All right. Here's one from General Jimmy's. I've heard from some fans that Omega from Mega Man 03 was just Awakened Zero upgraded by Dr. Vale. It would add even more depth to the Zero versus Omega fight, as he is fighting his evil side, body and mind.
I would have to go back and look at all the lore to verify. And I don't even know if it does outright say one way or the other.
Maybe I should finish the Zero series one of these days. Gino Bro asks, if you were in charge of a Pokemon Digimon crossover, how would the two universes collide? Would it be because of an Ultra Beast or some new creature created only for the story?
Well, for one thing, I would have to do a lot more Digimon research. But Digimon are digital creatures from the Digiverse, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. And Pokemon can be stored in PCs.
Mm-hmm.
So the Digiverse somehow crosses between dimensions to interact with the PC system of the Pokeverse and have a whole original cast for this. Maybe. No. People don't want that. They want to see their favorite trainers, Digimon masters, and Pokemon and Digimon. We need a more proper crossover. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I think you're onto something with a unique critter just for the crossover that has transdimensional powers. Play coy with it. Maybe say it's maybe hint that it could be an Ultra Beast or some kind of especially potent Digimon, Ultra Digibeast. I don't know. A MacGuffin critter.
Sure.
Keep with the PC system so that you have an easy digital connection. And then I guess zero in on the most beloved and remembered Digimon cast. I know that's a topic for heated discussion. I'll let y'all do that in the comments below. And it's boring, but I mean, Ash, Misty, Brock, that's kind of like the go-to if we're going to mine all the nostalgia. And Gabumon and Pikachu both punt Team Rocket off into the distance. They go blasting off again.
Oh, yeah. They're always blasting off. This weird thing they do.
See, I know just enough Digimon to go, oh, that one be a neat idea, but I don't know any of the characters or names or... We need one of like the villainous Digimon characters to team up with Team Rocket, of course.
Where's our
hijinks?
Where's our Digimon consultant in the form of Twilord? Where's he at?
Yeah, I know. And the big final battle between our MacGuffinmon has to be fought with like Mewtwo and some equivalent within Digimon. And to go for that real 90s flavor, there's no lead up to it at all. Like the casts have come together, they formed their friendships, you have the full roster of monsters, but MacGuffinmon is too powerful. What could possibly stop it? And then Mewtwo and the other Digimon comes out of nowhere just to beat it up. And that's when the animation bump kicks in and the music cues in, and it's way better in the Japanese because they got some forgettable boy band in the English version.
That would be pretty cool.
And then we get Weird Al to come back with a sequel to Pokemon that covers the Digimon.
Alrighty. This one is from Arrow-S Yink. Would Rapunzel play Bakugan? And if so, what attribute would she use?
I'm completely blanking on what Bakugan is, but I know this.
It's like it's a game. I don't know. All I know is that there was a giant. There's a big monster truck. That's a Bakugan themed monster truck, but it's like it's an anime.
Yeah, okay. It's kind of like Beyblades, but it's with unfolding marble.
Okay, yeah. I don't know enough about the different types to say what she would use.
I mean, she's locked in the tower. She's got to play anything to keep herself entertained.
True. I'm being told Haos or HAOS house. It's a light element. So
cool. Yeah,
sure.
Works for me.
We'll defer to the chat on this one. Thank you, chat.
Are there any Bakugan that are chameleon themed?
I don't know. There's one that's Dragonoid themed. That's how I know about it, because it's the monster truck. It's Bakugan Dragonoid. That's the monster truck. That's all I know. Charming Magician has a question. Shantae in Avengers Secret Wars. How does it go? Like, I was going to say what Secret Wars, but there's like 4 at this point. Should we just go with the original?
Sure. Give her the black suit. She'll rock it.
Okay.
I never actually read Secret Wars, so that's all I know is that's where the black suit originates from.
Yeah. That's one of the big things about it. I'm trying to remember. Like, I just remember it's a freaking mess. It's really what it is. Like, you know, it's got a lot of Doctor Doom in it.
I vaguely remember the animated version of Spider-Man kind of doing it, and I was excited because there was the X-Men cartoon was crossing over with it, but like they used the Spider-Man style sheet, so they looked wrong.
Yeah.
And that bugged me.
And then it was only whatever characters they could get. It wasn't like, you know, the whole freaking
right.
everybody like it is in the original Secret Wars.
I mean, it's the lazy option, but really add the symbiote to the mix. That pretty much is the way to do it.
Symbiote Shantae sounds pretty cool, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah,
that sounds like
absolutely.
that sounds like a great idea.
Super stretchy whip hair that also turns into like spider legs, maybe turns into a mouth to bite people.
Yeah.
She's arguing with her ponytail. No, we don't eat people.
Yeah, I could see it. Here's a question from some dude. Hey, Kyle and Ian, what genre of music do you think is underrepresented in video games? We're in kind of like the golden era of music and games in terms of like representation, and like literally just about everything has been brought into games in some form that I can think of.
Sure. I like acapella stuff, so I'm always good with
acapella. That's a good point. There isn't much acapella game music, is there? Not a lot. Yeah, that's a good point.
But I do feel like as someone who really enjoys that style of music, anything from barbershop to doo-wop to all of that.
Yeah.
You really have to find the right tone for it, because otherwise it will get old.
Yeah. Shoot, BioShock Infinite did a really good job with theirs. With that style, though, of like barbershop, especially vocal driven music, but
that was more to highlight the anachronisms within that reality. It wasn't part of like the driving music. It's not like the battle music or the theme music.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Okay. I see.
I'm thinking more along like
it's more for
Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some other indie game that I think had it as like a major driving theme, and I can't remember what it was now.
I'm not sure. Yeah, all I can think of is like, yeah, BioShock Infinite using barbershop, or yeah, like you said, Mario Sunshine with the acapella version of the Mario theme. Hip hop is kind of, I would say, represented less so than other genres for in a lot of places. There's definitely some, but it's not nearly as common. So I would say probably that. That's also one you could throw in there. Yeah, that's all I can think of off the top of my head right now. Here's one from Pedanticat. It's been far too long since I've asked you a shipping question, Ian. So,
no, it hasn't.
So, Thoughts on Walnut x Tronbon, and what fun misadventures would you love to write featuring these two clashing heads?
Truth be told, I don't know their dynamic that well. I'm not as informed with the Legends series.
I've only played the first one, and it was like literally when I was a child, still teenager at least, early teen.
I know him, I know her roughly, but I don't know their dynamic. Like, are they antagonistic? Are they?
I would say Tronbot is very antagonistic toward him, and
is it like actually antagonistic, or is it like tsundere?
It's more tsundere, yeah.
Okay. I feel like it was predictable, but I didn't want to assume.
Well, I mean, it was, yeah.
If we're gonna go nice couple route, she reforms for his sake, but she doesn't actually admit to it. So all the adventures they go on is a heist, at least on the surface, that she's declaring that they're going to rob this or steal that or whatever. And he's like, yep, sure we are. And perfectly normal, wholesome, legal actions that they do. And they get away with whatever treasures that they find. And she's like, haha, perfect heist. Look at all this loot. And he's like, yep, we sure did great. She's like, don't patronize me. It's like, you're having fun, aren't you? Yes.
I'm being told that Tronbon is tsundere Jessie from Pokemon.
All right. But what about what is his angle on this?
I'm not sure. I think he just kind of like just is like, yeah, sure, whatever. Doesn't care so much. I don't know.
Rolling with it, and then there's him being Captain Oblivious. And both of those are fun, but they'd be different dynamics.
Yeah. I don't know if he's oblivious. I think he's just more like, dismissive. All right, we got 2 questions left. Even though we're at the end here. So let's go ahead and do these last 2, Ian. How do you feel about that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's one from Alpha Oblivion 7. Have either of you guys watched Smiling Friends? If so, do you have a favorite character? I have never seen it.
I have not. I've heard good things, but it's on the list of things to get to.
Yeah, same here. And our last question is from Louis S. I'm an amateur writer, and a couple years back, I did some videos involving my OCs, some other small YouTubers' characters, they let me, and copyrighted characters. I want to reboot. Any advice?
Look at your original works, the whole thing, kit and caboodle, and dissect it. See what works. What is it that stuck with you throughout the years that you remember fondly? Reviewing it where you are now, what beats are working, what beats are not. If you want to use the other people's OCs, reach out to them, make contact, see if they're still agreeable with that, if they want their own input on it. And with the pre-made licensed characters, why did you include them? If it was, I like this character, I want them in there, that's fine. If they were integral to whatever project you were working on, ask yourself why. What was it that they brought to the narrative? What was their character interactions that really made them shine, that worked for that project at the time? And how can you reinterpret that? What are the key elements of those characters that you can remix into something that is wholly your own? And what's a new way you can spin it? What is a dynamic that wasn't working before because you had to stick to what the licensed character was? Or if you were doing your own personal interpretation of it and wasn't necessarily true to canon, lean into that. You're already kind of skewing it towards your own creation. File off the serial number, make it your own.
Yeah, pretty much.
Clearly distinct, different design, obviously. I would say, personally, don't even do any kind of visual homage. step away entirely. Make this yours, wholly your own. Because with the homage, I worry that the temptation to lean into the homage would be there. To really put that nod and wink, hey, remember what this was supposed to be? No. If you're revisiting this to make it your own, do that. Go wholesale, full revision. And don't be beholden to what came before necessarily. It worked then, sure. But if you're starting over and using it as a basis, don't be afraid to mix things up. Take the characters in a different direction. Go in a whole other tangent with the plot line. Subvert yourself, surprise yourself with what you can do, not just for the sake of changing it, of course. If it means something to the story, if it works, go with it. But, make it wholly your own. And if you are including those other people's characters and ideas, make sure that you incorporate their input and that they are part of the process. Or at the very least, make sure that they understand that they are allowing you to do whatever you want with their creations. Still give them some oversight and a cut of whatever it is you manage to make off it.
Alrighty. Well, I think that's a good point to end this BumbleKast Live on.
Sure. I like it.
Yes. Let's get out of here.
The idea of, I really like the idea of fans who have cut their teeth on their favorite franchises and have learned to become creators, branching out and doing their own thing.
You can relate
Fly
to that.
Free. Yes, I can.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you so much to everyone who supported the show by listening tonight and submitting your questions and your super chats. Thank you to Jennifer R. and Professor Rye for managing all those questions. Thank you to Cassie for managing the socials. Thank you, Kyle, for reading all those questions.
That's why I'm here.
And am I forgetting anybody? Anybody at all? You? Yeah.
Oh, wait,
you. Yeah, no, you right there. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah, you. Thank you especially. Good job.
Thank you, folks, for listening to us ramble on.
This wraps up for this BumbleKast Live. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Be careful you go trick-or-treating next week. And we will see you next time on the BumbleKast.
Take care, everybody. Happy Halloween.